What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to episode 8 of the Purple and Gold Perspectives podcast. I'm your host, Mike Javid, and today we will be joined by Jack Zucker and the hottest NBA taker on YouTube, 150,000 subscribers, Andrew Fenichel.
What's up, guys? Appreciate you having me on. It's not often I get outshined with my Zoom background here, but I've got the worst of the three right now. So, yeah, man, got some good competition. I'm excited for this.
All right.
So, yeah, today we're going to be doing an NBA March Madness bracket in honor of the actual NCAA tournament going on. First, I'm just going to start off. I'm just curious, who's your picks to win it all?
I took Bama. A little bit of a hot take. My thought process, though, and I do this every year, is if you take Duke or, Florida right now, or really any one seed, to win your bracket pool, you kind of have to be perfect because odds are someone else is going to also take that champ. But if you take like Bama, like I did, all I need is Bama to win the whole thing, and then I win, right? It's a much simpler outcome, I guess. It's kind of like a game theory thing. But, yeah, so roll tide. That's what I'm rolling with.
Jack, what about you?
I made 14 brackets.
Wow.
So I had a couple champions. I had Florida, Auburn, Michigan State, who's probably not going to win. That was like my upset bracket where I had basically all upsets. But I'd say who I think is actually going to win is probably Houston. I think this is honestly their last chance to win one before. I don't know, Duke's or Florida is going to get really good in the next few years. A couple years ago, they weren't that good. Bama just started, being a basketball school, really. So, yeah, I'd say this is Houston's year.
Interesting pick. I chose Duke. I picked UConn last year. I won. Cooper Flag's insane. They have that center. I don't really know much about the draft, but that Malukas kid is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, let's get into this March Madness bracket. All right, so we can start off first game. We've got Phoenix and Dallas. So for the viewers here, if you're out for the season, you're out for this tournament, and if you're just out for a long period of time, you're also going to be out.
And this is one game, single elimination. March Madness.
These games will be played in France.
Yeah.
So who do you have winning?
I got the first. I'm giving my pick right now.
Yeah, we'll just start off with you.
Oh God, these teams are just kind of brutal right now. Yeah, is AD coming back? Do we even know?
That's a tough one. He's got sent down to the G League. I'm not really sure, but
right, nobody thinks
I'd say he's probably out.
That's what my gut says too. We got 3 weeks left in the season. I'll take the Suns. Big win over the Cavs last night, but yeah, already looking ahead to round 2. I don't think either of these teams have a shot to go much further.
Yeah, I agree. They had a great win. Yeah, I watched that game. It was a good one. Dallas, they're a mess right now.
I also got the Suns in this one because, the Mavs, everybody's injured, like Kyrie, AD. For the Suns, just two really honestly bad teams. But the Suns don't really have as many injured players. And come on, they got KD, D-Book, Bradley Beal. I'd say they win.
I agree. Next, we've got Memphis and Brooklyn.
Memphis is another team that is kind of stuttering to the finish line right now. I've been a big Grizzlies guy all year. I feel like I've been a big Grizzlies guy for the last 3 years at this point, even dating back to that Lakers series 2 years ago that I think people forget about when, Ja was dropping 40 with a fractured wrist or whatever. It's the Nets. No disrespect. We're going Memphis.
Yeah. I do think Brooklyn could make this one close. They fight hard still. Cam Johnson's a stud, but I'm taking Memphis.
I agree with you guys as well. John Morant's just a great player. Isn't Jaren Jackson out or?
No, he's back.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Jaw's hurt right now, but he'll be back.
Yeah. I'd say Jaw's playing here. All right, next we've got the Warriors and the Raptors. These teams actually just played on Thursday.
I have some reputation building right now as a Warriors hater. I don't really know where that came from, but I'll take the Warriors here.
I'm not going to lie here. My gut is kind of telling me Toronto.
One game, man. Anything can happen, you know?
Yeah, but if Steph is playing, I'm taking the Warriors. But if he's not playing, I'm taking the Raptors. I don't really know.
I think that's a good take.
I mean, I don't know if Steph will be playing, like, honestly, because I think he'll be out for a while because what did he injure again?
Back.
His back. You know, that's kind of tough. That's like, it's not the biggest injury, but it hurts, you know, so.
I read that he's going to miss the first part of their road trip.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay.
Right? A week or two. I'm assuming he's healthy. I think that's a fair
If
assumption.
he's back, even with like only Jimmy, you know, you still got Draymond, Kuminga, Moses Moody. I'm rolling with the Warriors.
All right, that's fair. I'll go with the Warriors if Steph is healthy. Next, we've got Houston against Utah. Rockets are. I don't really think this one is worth like talking about. Houston's been on fire. Like I don't know how many games they've won in a row, but I think they won like 8 or something like that. Utah's. They're the Jazz. I'm taking the Rockets.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, I got the Rockets too.
Bryce Sensabaugh doesn't move you guys?
He's a stud, but taking Houston. Okay, next we've got the Bucks and the Blazers.
You know what? Give me the Blazers. I'll be that guy. I'll take the first upset of our March Madness bracket here. Denny Avdija would be the third best player on the Bucks, and I think you could argue the Blazers would have if Giannis and Dame are the two best players in that matchup. I think the Blazers might have 3 through 7. You know what I mean? Like even down to like Donovan Clingan versus Brook Lopez. Brook's better, but Clingan's good. Blazers have good depth. I mean, Jeremy Grant is out, right? So Blazers have a couple injuries, but you guys know I'm a Shaedon Sharpe guy. And just, what Denny's doing lately, I think you can put him on Giannis. He can, he has the strength and speed. Like, I'm going to go with the Blazers. I like how they've looked since the new year.
I'm actually agree with you here 100%. I think this would be a very popular upset pick.
The Bucks are my least favorite team to watch in the NBA. I think they're the most disgusting, brutal. And I love Giannis and Dame, but like, man, it's like watching McNeese State versus Purdue right now. It's just a tough watch.
Yeah.
I'm actually also gonna go with the Blazers. You know, other than the Lakers, I'd say the Blazers are probably my second favorite team because, like, just over a year ago, honestly, like I met almost all of like their players. They're super nice. You know, I'm a huge Shaedon Sharpe guy. Huge Scoot Henderson fan. Yeah, I just don't think like the Bucks are honestly that good this year. So yeah, give me the Blazers.
Yeah, next we've got the Lakers against the Hornets. I mean, obviously the Hornets will win this one. They beat the Lakers a month ago. No, I'm just joking. I'm taking the Lakers in a blowout.
We'll take the Lakers. I was at that Lakers-Hornets game, the first game back from the All-Star break that the Hornets won. But, Luka was 20 pounds heavier back then. So,
yeah.
I mean, I got the Lakers here, but I mean, it'll be interesting to see how like Mark Williams plays and don't connect. Yeah. But yeah, give me the Lakers.
Yeah. Next, we've got Minnesota and San Antonio.
Another classic first round. I think we can all go with Minnesota right now, especially the way they've been playing lately. I'm glad to see them kind of turn it up.
I mean,
I think Minnesota they actually could lose. Their floor is really low, and Chris Paul could definitely win a game here. But considering it's Anthony Edwards, I mean, Jaden McDaniels has been great this month. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, DiVincenzo have been really good.
Gobert's
Recently.
healthy again.
Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota.
I mean, yeah, like I said, the T-Wolves have just like been on a roll recently, and the Spurs missing De'Aaron and Wemby, that would be hard for them. So yeah, give me the Wolves.
All right, we're into the next region. We've got the Kings and the Hawks. It's a pretty good one.
Good is an interesting word to describe it, but yeah, I guess if we're going with a close game, I'll take the Hawks. The Hawks have been kind of just like sneakily hanging around all season. I mean, what are they, the 7th seed right now in the East?
Pretty sure.
I could see this going both ways. But yeah, I don't know. I think Trae Young is the guy I trust most in this game. I think he would kind of eat Sabonis alive in a pick and roll. Hawks have some good perimeter defenders. I'm not excited about this matchup. This is the matchup that you take your lunch break during, while you're watching all the games. You put it on the second screen. But yeah, I'll go Hawks.
Yeah. By good, I meant like a close game.
Yeah, right.
Kings they're really mid. I'm also gonna take the Hawks. I think Dyson could lock up Levine.
Yeah.
DeMar could struggle. Jalen Johnson is out, but I really just I don't even think it matters.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just give me the Hawks, honestly, because
Man, I hate that we're agreeing on everything, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
That'll change soon.
The
Yeah.
Kings are just mid.
Yep. Next, we've got the Nuggets and the Sixers.
Another game Embiid gets to duck versus Jokic.
Yep.
I'll go Nuggets.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, Paul George is out, Embiid's out. All you really have is Maxey. I mean, yeah, the Nuggets. Quinn Grimes. But honestly,
He's the best
yeah.
player in the NBA these days.
Yeah, for sure. I'll take Denver.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Indiana, Miami. Heat have been a joke recently. I'm taking the Pacers.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be interesting to see how they would play, like with Butler, but without him, he's on the Warriors now. Give me the Pacers.
Totally agree.
Yeah. Celtics, Wizards. Andrew, we'll start off with you. I know you're a
Hear
Wizards
me
fan.
out. I can't even come up with a reason to pick the Wizards if I wanted. I was going to say like Alex Sarr's been playing well, but we'll hang around for the first 3.5 minutes of the game. End of the first quarter, they're probably up 20, and yeah, and then Sam Hauser probably ends the game with 40. So I'll go with the Celtics bench over the Wizards.
Yeah, I think it's not really worth mentioning.
The Celtics are 3-0 this season when playing the Wizards. I mean, it's the worst. It's like one of the worst teams in the East. The worst team in the East versus second best team in the East. So, yeah, give me the Celtics.
All right. Next, we've got the Pistons and the Magic.
I want you guys to go first on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Magic, they've been playing a little bit better. I mean, they're not like a joke anymore. They just beat the Cavs, which was a great win, even though they have been struggling in their own ways. But, man, I think Cade Cunningham, he's honestly my favorite player. Him and Jalen Brunson, those are my two favorite players not on the Lakers. Huge fan of his. Jalen Suggs is out for the rest of the year. I'm taking the Pistons.
Honestly, give me the Magic. In their game against the Cavs, Paulo went off. Also, recently against the Wizards, he went off. And same with Franz Wagner.
Let's go.
22
Go.
against the Cavs. It was clutch. Give me the Magic, honestly.
Let's go. We got a disagreement. All right,
So it's up
Andrew,
to me. This is why I wanted
tiebreaker.
you guys to go first, because I had a feeling this might be a split decision here. Yeah, I'm agreeing with Jack. I'm going to go with the Magic. I think this would be a grind of a series. This would be fun to watch. Cade is probably still the best player in this game, but man, Paolo. I made a video about Paolo a week or so ago. I mean, he's been unbelievable since he's been like fully healthy since the All-Star break. I think he's second in the NBA in scoring since I saw the stats somewhere. Maybe it's the All-Star break. You know, yeah, he's basically dropping 30 a game right now. His three ball looks better. And I think the deciding factor for me is that the Magic got the playoff experience last year. They took the Cavs to 7 games.
Mhm.
Paolo averaged 27, 9, and 4, right? Cade and those guys still don't have that kind of playoff experience. I think I'm just going with the Magic. I like their defense a little more.
I just feel like you'd go with them. You glaze Paulo too much. Next we've got the Knicks and the Pelicans. Trey Murphy's out for the year, which makes it really. I think the Pelicans could have a chance. I don't know if Brunson's out in this game or playing. I'd say he's probably out, but I don't even think it matters. Give me the Knicks.
Is Zion the best player in this game?
Close one. I think with the way he's been playing, I'm gonna say so.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with that. Zion's been playing very well.
Probably. I think Cat's been really good this year. Obviously, yeah. I mean, if Brunson's playing, it's probably Brunson. I'll take the Knicks, but I think this could be closer than people think, assuming Zion is locked in.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, Mike and I were actually like recording this about a week ago.
Yeah.
But then we decided to try to get you on the pod. And Mike actually then he picked the Pelicans. I thought it was interesting at the time, but now with Trey Murphy out for the season, it's forcing me the Knicks.
I will say this though, if Murphy was playing, I'd do it again. Clippers Bulls. I'm taking the Clippers. They've been good. Bulls are. I mean, they're still hanging in there. I think they're 9th right now, but I'm just gonna. I think it's easy. The Clippers.
One of the takes I was proudest of so far this year was my take before the season that the Clippers wouldn't fall off without Paul George. I mean, I think a lot of people wrote them off the moment he signed with Philly. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like Derrick Jones Jr., right? I mean, they still got Kawhi, Harden, Norman Powell can step into that role. And they've been really good, right? Like, I think all season people have been waiting for them to kind of drop into the play-in or like the deep play-in. And yeah, man, they keep winning games. They look good. Clippers.
I completely agree. I mean, I was one of those people that said, "Oh, with no PG, they're not gonna succeed." But the Clippers have honestly showed that they're still a good basketball team with Kawhi and Derrick Jones Jr., Norman Powell, all those guys. So yeah, give me the Clippers.
Dude, Zubac is unbelievable.
Yep.
He is unbelievable. I also
Top 10
saw
center in the league right there.
I saw something on Instagram that he was traded. I forgot about this because I'm a Lakers fan, but I forgot about this. He was traded for Mike Muscala.
We don't talk about that. Next.
Crazy, man. Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, we're on to round 2. We've got OKC against Phoenix, KD against OKC.
It's true. Revenge game. Thunder by 30.
I do think Phoenix has a chance here. I mean, if you have Book and KD, I think you have a chance against anybody. But yeah, the Thunder, their defense is a lot better. They have more depth. I'll take them.
Honestly, it's the best team in the West versus a mid team in the West. So Thunder by 20.
Yeah. Next, we've got Memphis against Golden State. I think this is a really interesting one.
You guys go first again.
Okay, if Steph is playing, I think it's clearly the Warriors. I mean, yeah, they have the Grizzlies number in the playoffs. Beat them a couple years ago. And yes, Steph is the best player in this game. Been pretty good, pretty amazing these past couple months. Jaren's great. I think he's Memphis's best player now, but it's clearly Golden State to me. I think they win by, and not clearly, but I think they win by like 8.
I mean, again, even without Steph, Jimmy Butler has been phenomenal. I mean, he's been so good. You know, Draymond's been decent. Kuminga, Moody, like I said before. Honestly, this would be a close one, but give me Golden State.
It's 2-1. Look, I'm pretty split on this. I could be persuaded either way. We'll take the Warriors for the bracket because, yeah, I'm outnumbered. But I'll give the case for Memphis. And the case is that their front court is just so much better, right? I mean, Zach Edey is, even if he only plays 15 minutes, for those 15 minutes, he is going to be a mismatch for the Warriors. I don't know if you saw the way who'd the Warriors just play?
Toronto.
Yeah, the way Scotty Barnes was guarding Kuminga, he was just sagging off of him like he's, 2008 Rajon Rondo. I don't know. The Warriors, I'm still pretty low on, dating back to, why people think I hate them now. Because even as good as Steph and Jimmy are, they just have so many guys that can kind of be exposed in a playoff series versus the Grizzlies just have strong players at every position, even off the bench. I like their bench more. They got Aldama. Yeah, you mentioned Jaren. And Ja is kind of the X factor, right? If Ja can figure out how to get back to being the 40 a game and the playoffs guy, we've seen that. He's been there. He's done that, He's risen in the playoffs. I'll go with the Warriors for the sake of this bracket, but I kind of like the Grizzlies still.
I don't blame you there. It's a pretty strong argument. Next, we've got Houston, Portland.
I'll go Houston.
Yeah, easy.
It'd be a fun game, but Houston's just kind of a better version of Portland in a lot of ways.
I agree with Andrew on that one. It'll be a very fun game. Shaden's going to be dunking a lot. So will Jalen Green. But yeah, give me Houston, of course.
I feel like Shaden will have like a poster on Şengün
Yeah.
in the second half.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is a really interesting one. Lakers, Wolves.
I want Jack to go first for this one.
All right. So we saw Lakers Wolves in the play-in, what was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
They had Schroeder. It was a close game. But now, honestly, with Luka Doncic and with no Cat for the Wolves, give me the Lakers easily. I think so.
No bias.
I think easily is a stretch.
Maybe not easily, but it would be a fun one. But yeah, I'd say the Lakers.
I think Minnesota, they've been playing good ball, like I said. I'm higher on them than most people are. I think they could be. I think they're a top 4 team in the West when they're fully locked in. But the thing is, the Lakers are, in my opinion, the second best team in the West when healthy. Braun, Luka, been balling. Braun's actually returning today, so he's healthy. Or he's questionable. I don't know if he's returning. Same with Rui. But yeah, I think the Lakers win this. We've had a good defense. We can sag off Jaden McDaniels. We can sag off Julius Randle. So yeah, I'll take them.
I'm glad you brought up Randle because Randle, I really like this Wolves team. I really like how they've been playing lately, 8-2 in their last 10. But every time I try to come up with an argument in my head for why I'd take them over the Lakers, I think of 2 things. And it's Julius Randle sucking in the playoffs and it's that Luka Doncic step back three last year in Rudy Gobert's face. And I'm like, what am I doing? I can't take the T-Wolves to beat Luka and LeBron.
Yeah.
So
I know the Lakers are just LeBron and Luka. They're just gonna be switch hunting Gobert, getting them in isolation, and it's easy work. Blow by. All right, next we've got the Cavs and the Hawks.
let's not overthink this. Let's take the Cavs.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on right now exactly, but I think they'll figure it out.
Well, the Nuggets are 2-0 against the Hawks, and the Cavs are
Okay. What's this argument?
1 against the Hawks this season.
They have, yeah, that's true.
The
So
Wizards are 2-0 against the Nuggets. So
that's true. So
what's your
honestly,
argument?
Shout out
give me
Jordan
the
Poole.
Cavs, but I can see how the Hawks pull off an upset because it's March Madness, honestly, but
Yeah.
give me the Cavs.
Facts. All right, next we've got Denver, Indiana.
This would be fun too, but it's Jokic. I just can't pick against Jokic against a non-elite team. It's kind of that, especially a team like Indiana that's not really super beefy up front. I think Jokic is dropping 40 in this game.
Yeah. I just don't think Turner can guard Jokic. He's an overrated defender.
Good take.
I'll take Denver.
Yeah.
I could see how the Pacers pull off an upset. I'm gonna go with the Nuggets in this one, but don't forget that the Pacers made the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and what was it? Celtics, what's up? Celtics, Pacers in what? 5 games or something?
Might have been 4,
But-
right?
Or
4.
wait, did they sweep them?
It was a sweep.
But
Didn't feel like one, though.
the Pacers still made the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I'm going with the Nuggets on this one, but it'll be close.
For sure, it'll be close, obviously. Next, we've got Boston, Orlando. Easy one here.
Magic just don't have the shooting to keep up with Boston.
I think this will be low scoring, but I'll take Boston.
Give me
5-4.
Boston. I mean, huge shock, right? No, but Celtics are just great from 3. I mean, Jason Tatum is amazing. Jaylen Brown's great. Yeah, just give me Boston because of their experience.
For sure. Next, we've got New York versus the Clippers. I'll take the Knicks. Actually, it's actually a really close one considering Brunson's out. I'll take the Clippers.
Brunson's out. That's what we're going with for this.
I don't really know. Is he out?
He's not out for the year.
Yeah, but he's been out for 2 weeks now. I don't even know when he's returning. So
Here.
Yeah, check what the latest is. What I heard was pretty much he'll be back for the playoffs.
Yeah.
yeah,
Late March, early April.
I
Alright.
think we just have Brunson out considering he's been out for 2 weeks.
Well, either way, I think I would go with the Clippers.
Even with Brunson.
And that's coming from me, who I've been glazing the Knicks all year.
I had them winning the championship before the year.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you, man. I mean, on paper, the team is great. But, then you start diving into all the numbers about how, I don't know if you guys have seen, it's when they face a team with a winning record, right, they kind of fall apart. Their defensive rating against top 10 offenses or something is 29th in the NBA. Yeah, I just think as much as I like Cat, I think Zubac can bang with him. I think Kawhi could just turn it up and be the best player in that series. I like how James Harden's looked. Norman Powell. I mean, the Clippers just have depth. They have the wings to match up with Anunoby and Bridges. I'm going with the Clippers.
You know
I think
what?
that's a good upset pick.
I'm also gonna go with the Clippers here. I think Norman Powell is gonna drop 30 something. Kawhi is gonna play well. The Clippers are a good basketball team. I mean, so are the Knicks. But give me the upset.
I like it. Next, we've got OKC Golden State. I'll take OKC.
Thunder by 20.
Unless Steph Curry,
Right.
things like he played in like 2016, hitting that insane shot against the Thunder. Give me the Thunder.
I think Golden State could make this one close though. I don't think it would be like a complete blowout.
I don't know. Warriors can't guard Chet.
Yeah.
Like, I just think
Yeah.
there's so many mismatches in that game.
Also,
that's
like,
true.
what's his name? I think really if Aaron Wiggins would get some like playing time, he could play well too.
Definitely.
Dude's a stud.
I've always been a fan of his game since college.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next we've got Houston against the Lakers.
I mean, I'm going to be outnumbered here again, no matter what. I'll go with the Lakers, and the Lakers would be my pick. This would be really interesting, though, because I still think the Rockets have better depth. I mean, they have more experience than you think, too, especially with like Fred VanVleet, NBA champ. Like, I don't think anyone on the Lakers can guard a Jalen Green when he's hot, right? I mean, what, you going to put Austin Reeves on him? You're going to put, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rockets have good defense. I don't know. I think this would be close. But again, it's like, what, am I really going to take Şengün and Jalen Green over Luka and LeBron? No. So,
I mean, I completely agree with you, Andrew. But I'd say the Lakers, but again, if Jalen Green were to get hot, there's a conversation where I'd honestly say the Rockets.
yeah.
You have Houston winning.
I don't know.
Do it, Jack.
I don't know. You know what? Because I'm one of the few non-biased Lakers fans. Give me the Rockets. Give me the Rockets.
Interesting.
All right, so it's up to Mike now.
I think it's. I don't really. I hate to be that guy who's like. I don't really try to be delusional that much, but man, I don't really think the Lakers will lose this game at all.
I think this is the type of game, actually, that's perfect for this bracket that we're doing. If this was a 7-game series, I'd probably go like Lakers in 6.
5.
Lakers in 5.
Sorry, right, but like, yeah, I would say Lakers in 6, whatever. Point is, Lakers pretty confidently, but in one game, I mean, like, yeah, I think this is the kind of format that could actually help the Rockets a lot in this specific matchup.
Luka and LeBron are losing to Alperen Şengün and Jalen Green in a 1-game elimination. Give me the Lakers.
Fair enough.
All right, Cavs Nuggets. I mean, this Cavs team is like their front court. They could definitely contain with Jokic.
It's a good point. Right. Yeah. Even with the recent skid, you got to go Cavs. They just have so many more like trustworthy players. That's how I'll put it, right? Like, as much as I love Jamal Murray, you still don't really know, right, if he's going to stay healthy, what he's going to bring. Russell Westbrook in a playoff series, I still wouldn't really trust. Like, yeah, then the Cavs just have so much more like rock solid, even down to like Ty Jerome, right? He'd probably be the 5th best player on the Nuggets, so I'll go Cavs, especially because, like you said, Mike, they have a front court that can kind of throw 2 guys at Jokic.
I mean, I'd love to see how Christian Brown would play in this series, but I mean, like you say, Andrew, don't overthink it. Give me the Cavs.
Yeah. All right, next, Boston against the Clippers. I do think it's a fairly close one, to be honest.
The problem is I just think the Celtics are like, the Clippers in 4K. They're just a better version, right? And I just think Harden against that kind of ball pressure, that's when Harden kind of starts breaking down, when he can't just, out muscle and out finesse a defensive guy.
That's
So
fact.
Holiday would probably have him in hell. Yeah, Boston.
I think Kawhi would. I don't, because like Kawhi's clearly got a lot worse,
Yeah.
but I'll take the Celtics.
Give me the Celtics here. Kristaps Porzingis dropped 27 last night against the Jazz. I mean, sure, it's the Jazz, but he's been on a roll recently against the Nets, March 18th and 15th, 24 and 25. Sure, again, it's also the Nets, but he's been playing great. So, honestly, don't overthink it.
Yeah. All right, Thunder against the Lakers. What are we
Mike,
going
you go
here?
first because you're the biased Lakers fan.
I think OKC ends this run here.
Jack, we all agree?
SGA, PGA, USA. This is a 7-game series. Lakers in 5. I'm kidding. The Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be OKC. I think in transition, it'll be because they get out in transition. I don't really think we have a chance. We're not really great at getting back. That's how they'll win this series or this game. All right, Eastern Conference Finals preview probably Cavs Celtics.
I'll go first. Even before this recent Cavs skid, which I'm also not really overthinking, I just, it's a testament to how good the Cavs have been all year that they can lose 3 or 4 games in a row and we're like, oh man, what's going on, right? That's how shocking it is that they're even losing games. So I think the Cavs are good. But even before this skid, I still am always going to default to the defending champs. I think Boston, I still think like Tatum is the best player in this series, right? Their coaching staff's a little more proven. They have the guards that they can throw at the Cavs guys. I think Porzingis is the X factor. If he's healthy, then, he's as good as Mobley to me, especially offensively. So I'm going Boston.
Jack, what's your pick?
Give me Boston here. They're the defending champs. They got better experience. Even with like the Cavs, like what Andrew said, even if they were to start winning, I'd still lean with the Celtics.
Facts. I think they have more experience. That matters a lot here.
And then this matchup may actually be the NBA Finals matchup. Thunder versus Celtics.
I also just don't really understand how Tatum, like, I don't think they could guard Tatum. But I think Holiday and White could contain Spida and Garland.
Can they contain SGA though?
Good question. All right, Thunder Celtics. It's a really tough one. Both these teams can go 5 out. Thing is, Drew hasn't really been a great shooter this year, so I'd imagine they're honest. They might They might put like, I don't even know. They may put Hardenstein or Chet on him.
True. Right. If he's kind of hide him in the corner.
Yeah. He's not playing well offensively.
If this is a 7-game series, I'd probably lean with the Celtics. But honestly, the Thunder are the best team in like the West. The Celtics are the number 2 team in the East. So yeah, honestly, at the beginning of the season, I said the Thunder would win it all. I still think that. Give me the Thunder.
I agree. SGA is just elite. You can't really. Is he the MVP? You can debate that all you want. All I'm saying is that I think he is going to be a clear top 2 player at this season's end. Hell, maybe even number 1, depending on how well he plays. But yeah, I'll take OKC.
This is so difficult because, and I truthfully, I haven't even come up with an official answer in my head. I do think this is my pick for the NBA Finals if the season ends today. And I almost think like every logical explanation should point to the Thunder, right? But what they've what we've seen from them this year, I'm gonna go Boston though, because maybe it's an experience thing that I'm leaning on. Maybe it's I just like their wings more, right? And I think Porzingis, like what Porzingis was doing in the NBA Finals last year, at times it felt like he was their best player, and yeah, I mean, this is so difficult. Like, and I feel like I could change my answer every day. I will go Boston though, even if I'm not. Yeah, outnumbered 2-1.
I agree. I mean, yeah, the tournament's now done. It was a pretty fun one. Nice Cinderella run from the Clippers. Not really a lot of upsets though, so maybe could have been
Sounds
better.
like March Madness this year.
Yeah, that's true. So, anyways, yeah, that'll
Yeah.
end this part of the podcast. Thank you, Andrew, for hopping on.
Absolutely, guys. Appreciate you having me on. This was
Keep it
fun.
up with the content. I enjoyed it a lot.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Congrats on 150,000 subs. It's really impressive.
No doubt, man. No, I appreciate you guys. Where in LA are you guys?
Thank you for coming on podcast.
We're like in Brentwood.
Oh, cool. I'm in Beverly Hills.
Nice.
So represent the West Side. Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, now with Lenny. What's going on, man?
What's up, Mikey? What's up, Jack?
What's up?
So we can now talk a little bit about the Nuggets, Lakers. What are your guys' thoughts on like the Nuggets and Lakers so far?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
So it's split 2-2 this year, right? So, but realistically, once y'all got Luka, you guys are the better team now, just because we don't know how to guard him, and you guys know how to guard Jokic. You just put 3 people on him, and we can't do anything. So yeah, I'm not confident in this team anymore when it comes to playing against LA. When last year I was like easy win because it was. We won what, like 13 straight against you guys?
Yeah.
11.
11, yeah.
All right, don't remind me of that. I don't like to think about that. That was really unfortunate. But with Luka, we're back.
Yep, y'all got the best scorer in the league, in my opinion. At least he's
I
active.
don't really think he's the best scorer in the league, but he's up there for sure.
Yep.
I think he's a top 10 offensive talent this game has ever seen, actually.
Arguably one of the clutchest players in the NBA right now, if not the clutchest. But yeah.
I agree. I think the only way we realistically can win is if Jamal Murray can shoot the ball well, which last time when we got blown out by 20 at home, he was terrible. Everyone was terrible. So, yeah. I don't know how to stop Luka and LeBron. If it was just Luka, then maybe, or just LeBron.
Facts.
Because when it was AD, we just got that one-on-one matchup that Jokic would always win. Like, it would be both offensive. They'd both be killing each other offensively, but they couldn't stop each other defensively. But now it's like Jokic getting double-teamed, and it is hard to watch, if I have to say something.
Yeah, I agree. People are like, oh, the series is over. They have Jackson Hayes at the 5. Like, I've heard of this thing called you have to double correctly. You have to double from the weak side. The weak side double.
Mm-hmm.
But you also do have to watch for the cutting of Aaron Gordon, Russell Westbrook when he's in the game. I think he's your big X factor though for this whole playoffs because with Russ, if he's hitting shots, which I doubt he will, but if he's hitting shots, you guys have a chance of going on a little run. But if he's not hitting shots, defense is just going to go under his screens. That takes away his pick and roll ability. I just don't really. I think that's a much more likely scenario, and I remember saying this before the season.
I agree with you, Mikey. Unfortunately, Payne Watson has not been as good as he was supposed to be this year offensively. His 3-point shooting improved a little bit, but not that much. When we were expecting a big leap, or me as a Nuggets fan at least. And then our bench is just so terrible. Like Jalen Pickett and Hunter Tyson are getting actual minutes, and some kids. I didn't even know Cam Spencer was on the team until when he played against the Lakers. Dude, this team has no depth. Maybe when Ron Holmes comes back from injury next season, it'll be a little bit better. But I don't know. I feel like we're just wasting Jokic's years away because we don't know how to sign people in free agency.
I agree with you, Lenny, but honestly, Payne Watson has been very impressive. As, a UCLA basketball fan myself, I watched him in college. He wasn't that great. He averaged, but, he stepped it up this season. And, I'm a fan of his game. I'd say he's been, a lot better, honestly. But, again, I don't really watch that much Nuggets basketball. And, you're a Nuggets fan, so.
Yeah, he's been okay. But as I said, we were expecting a huge leap. We were expecting 9 off the bench. He's barely averaging 8. So it's just the small things, and also I feel like he lacks off a little bit on defense, especially
That's
last
true.
night when he's supposed to be this defensive stud off the bench. I mean,
Yeah.
he's averaging a block a game, but he just doesn't move me. Last year, he was phenomenal, in my opinion. For what we were expecting from him, he definitely overachieved, and this year's underachieving. And I think now Christian Brown is kind of taking his role where he's he should win most improved players, averaging 15 this year.
So damn underrated.
I know, and nobody's talking about it because we're a small market team.
What's also underrated is Russ's leadership. Brown as a young guard, he's learning from Russ clearly really well. And yeah, just excited to see how he plays for the rest of his career.
But if I were to choose Lakers Nuggets in a series, I think I'd go Lakers in 6. But it's Jokic. He's the best player in the world right now, so anything could happen if he just decides to not pass the ball and just shoot.
It's up to how Jokic is playing. If he's asked, because Luka is a great basketball player. He knows what he's doing. But Jokic, there's times where he can get too passive. Luka's always trying to score.
Mm-hmm. And it's annoying sometimes because against the Pacers, you guys were talking about on the bracket, Andrew said he would score 40, but when we played against him, Jokic had 19 assists. He had his career high in assists. So he isn't always just trying to score.
That's because the Pacers, they were double teaming him like crazy.
True, but still, he had 18 that game? He had more assists than points, I believe.
If he sees, he's obviously going to rather have an Aaron Gordon lob than a Jokic fade away from the free throw line.
That's true, but I love watching him. He's probably, in my opinion, the most entertaining player to watch after Luka in this league. So it's good to see. It's good to see centers that can pass the ball.
For sure.
Yeah, Jokic, he's been phenomenal for the past. When did he? 5-6 years, really? He's what? 3-time MVP.
And NBA champion.
And NBA champion.
And finals MVP.
And finals MVP. But they played the Heat. Come on.
That's Jimmy and Bam. That's a great. That was my favorite.
They were the 8th seed. They were tired after playing.
Oh my god.
Series in the Eastern Conference Finals. Whatever.
But it was still a good series.
Yeah.
I remember, Mikey, you can talk.
I was just gonna talk about Jokic in that whole playoff run. He was unbelievable, obviously. I was gonna ask a question though. Sorry not to cut you off, but do you think he's the greatest offensive player ever? I was having a debate on this the other day.
Ooh, offensive player ever?
Yeah, just offensive player ever.
I'm gonna be biased and say yes because I'm a Nuggets fan, but I'm also Serbian. But I think he's definitely the best offensive center of all time.
Yep.
By far.
Agreed.
And I even think he's a top 3 center of all time. I don't know, dude. He's just like, we've never seen this before. Like last time we saw somebody play this good, it was Wilt Chamberlain. You know?
Well, it's stat powder, but okay.
Yeah, but still, he's putting up Wilt Chamberlain numbers. I mean, he's been phenomenal. And this is he's the first player in NBA history to be top 3 in points, rebounds, and assists in a season. I mean, I think this is the definition of an MVP. I mean, we saw last night we lost by 20 points against the Trailblazers.
Blazers.
And when I know this is kind of going a little bit off topic, but when OKC don't play Shea, they beat teams by 30. When Nuggets don't play with Jokic, they lose by 30. So I think that should be the main argument for MVP because the Thunder are still a positive team without SGA. When Jokic isn't on the floor, we have one of the worst offenses in the history of basketball. When he's on the floor, one of the best. And I don't think people talk about that enough.
I mean, like Mike said, Jokic, I mean, I'm not really rooting for him. I mean, I'm a huge fan of him, but like it's kind of like boring because like we all know he's gonna win the MVP. I want someone else to win the MVP this year, honestly. But he's a great player. He's putting up Wilt numbers. I think he gets the MVP, but I don't know.
He deserves it.
He does deserve it. He's averaging what? 30 or no, 20. Jokic. He's averaging 29, 12, and 10 on basically 60% from the field. Insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and honestly, I think any other year I would find with somebody else winning it. But if he was averaging stuff from last year and they wanted SGA to give it, I wouldn't be mad. But he's averaging a 30-point triple-double.
It's insane.
It's one of the best statistical years of all time, and they're still going to give it to a free throw.
But if Shea was what's Jokic height? 6'10", whatever. If Shea was 6'10", what would he be averaging? Like 40? He's already averaging 33, 5.
Man, the 6'10" stuff is so stupid, honestly.
Yeah, that's like saying if DeAndre Jordan has Steph Curry's 3-point shooting, where would he be? Like it doesn't really matter because it's like, yeah, but that's what makes them such great players is that they can score and they know how to use their bodies.
That's true. I mean, you would have DeAndre Jordan would certainly have a different game, but yeah.
Well, yeah, Shea would also have a different game if he was.
That's true.
He'd be way more in the post because he'd be a 6'10" point guard. You have to think about it like that. He would just be better than everyone. But I think that's a weird argument, but it's an argument, and it's probably the closest MVP race in a while. Like it's really up there because I think last year
2022 was peak.
Mm-hmm. And yeah.
2022 or 2020 as well. With
It was not really close.
Giannis.
It was not close.
I'd say Giannis, but LeBron he certainly had a great season.
He did, yeah. Giannis was just in the regular season.
Finals MVP in the bubble. All I'm gonna say is it was not a Mickey Mouse ring, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, they beat TJ Warren dropping 60 a game. Come on. Sure, Dave Green was terrible, but the bad players played great and the good players played bad.
I think that the bubble was actually one of the hardest rings in NBA history because you're stuck there and all you can think about is basketball. You don't get to see your family.
Thank you. And Kobe died that year. I mean, it's also kind of emotional. They had to win that chip for him.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. Back to the offensive player thing. I just want to know, who do you guys think is the greatest offensive player ever?
Oh God.
I was having a debate with this other day.
I have no idea, dude. Well, if you're thinking about just purely scoring, isn't Michael Jordan the highest career average?
Yeah.
But I would say him or Kobe. I mean, Kobe's a phenomenal.
Kobe's not top 10.
Not top 10 offensive?
No way.
Okay.
Really?
That is a
100% he's not top 10.
Okay.
I'd say either you're a Kobe hater, Mike. But I'd say either Kobe. I mean, I'm asking ChatGPT.
Oh my God! Don't ask Chat. No,
just to see ChatGPT's pick.
Oh my God!
Michael Jordan or LeBron James, but I'd probably say Kobe or Wilt was insane, but that was what, 1960s, 70s, whatever.
Wilt Chamberlain, bro.
Yeah, was averaging what, 50 a game? whatever. Anyway, I'd say Kobe.
I'm
Okay,
with Jordan or LeBron.
This is my answer. You guys are ready for it.
LeBron.
It's Steph
Oh.
Curry.
Honestly, I'm not even mad about that. He is.
It's Steph Curry.
I think Steph Curry is the greatest point guard of all time after Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah, okay. After Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top two.
I was
And
gonna
by the
say,
end of
wasn't
the series,
Magic
he'll be
Johnson?
number one.
I don't know. But okay. I mean, I'm not again like what Lenny said. I'm not mad at that at all. But I don't know. Will was putting up 50. Sure, it was the 70s and 60s, but come on. And Kobe too. Clutch.
For sure, bro.
Okay, so now
I think Steph his off ball movement it's not even his shooting. Shooting is cool, but
I
can
mean,
have
he's
Ray Allen
unguardable.
shooting. Is he the
but-
greatest offensive player ever? No, it's because of his playmaking, passing, and off ball movement. There's nothing he can do wrong. He's so efficient. He literally had a 70% true shooting percentage in 2016.
Will was running what? A 4.33 jumping like world record high. I mean,
scored 100 points in a game, but
100 points in the
he's
game,
37.
averaging 50. Come on.
Congratulations.
All right, but if I'm being honest, it's either Kobe or Jordan or maybe Will.
Come on, man.
Well, if we're talking about pure scoring, doesn't Kareem have the second most points?
That's true.
Attacking scoring, it's obviously Michael Jordan.
Scoring, Michael Jordan, maybe, but Kobe was clutch. Will was averaging 50. I don't know.
Well, yeah, he was averaging 50 against 6-foot people. And he
Against
was
plumbers.
Yeah.
He was
Stat
also
patter.
averaging 50. He was also averaging 50.
He didn't even win MVP that year.
His
Stat
fault
patter.
he wasn't playing in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2020s. It's not his fault.
No, but he was a beast though. I've seen some pictures of him like holding people like.
Man, congrats. You held a paper scoring. That's just 100 on with crayons on it, bro.
He scored 100
Congratulations.
points. No. He scored 100 points. He for sure scored 100 points.
Why couldn't they just play the game in like New York or whatever? They played it in Springfield, Ohio. I don't know. I don't believe that. That's like because it's like almost impossible. Because what he had to average 25 points in a quarter, and also how do you get 25 exactly if there's no?
It's for sure a fun debate, like to argue about that, but I say he scored 100 honestly, and even second most points ever, Kobe 81. But
yeah, that should be the record.
Yeah.
And if he got the record, wouldn't he be the greatest offensive scorer of all time?
No.
I don't know.
I actually looked it up, and I'm going to take my Kobe take back because he only averages 25 points per game in his career, and he doesn't pass the ball.
Why do I think he averaged 30 a game or something?
He did he did a couple years, but
for 2 years.
He was clutch. He was clutch. He had 81. He had what? 70, 60, whatever.
You're a Lakers fan. You should be defending the take, not disagreeing.
I'm unbiased.
Mike, you're not only are you biased, but you were a Kobe hater. Come on, he's a top 8 player in NBA history.
Wait, Mikey, are you actually a Kobe hater?
I'm not a Kobe hater. I'm just saying I disagree with your take.
Come
it's
on.
a big deal.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys best MVP of all time. Go, Mikey.
I'm honestly say it's LeBron 2013.
I'd say either LeBron 2013 or probably just one of those Jordan years.
Valid.
I 100% agree with LeBron 2013. That is the best LeBron of all time, and he's the best player of all time. See, I agree.
Oh,
with
no.
Oh my gosh.
LeBron with 3 rings is not the greatest player. LeBron with 4 rings.
He has 4, not even 3. He has 4.
But I'm saying before 2020, no one said, oh, he's a go. No one said, everyone was saying, oh, he's 5 all time, 4 all time, 3 all time.
No one said that.
Everyone said that. What do you mean? Look at any creator before 2020. Okay, come on. And not only that, but Jordan averaging 30, LeBron, okay, whatever. His longevity. I guarantee you, if Jordan played in LeBron's era or he was shooting threes, he would have been much better. If Jordan he would have been dunking on everybody. He would have still been averaging 25, 27 a game. He won Defensive Player of the Year. Did LeBron? He should have won. Whatever. He didn't win. Okay.
He should have won. He got robbed.
Hold up, let me talk.
At the end of the day, LeBron James has not won and will never win a Defensive Player of the Year. He's played 22 years, whatever. I don't care. If Jordan had that longevity, he would have been a star like LeBron. Oh, you played 2 sports too. Come on.
You
2
sound like
sports.
that, dude.
How many sports has LeBron played? Oh, football in high school. Come on.
Congrats. Let me talk though. Jack, so first you're talking about how I'm a fake Laker fan because I'm hating on Kobe. You're literally hating on LeBron. Second of all, we're gonna talk about this. The main problem was your 3-point thing with like the 90s, bro. He wasn't even a good 3-point shooter. He was average.
He made a 3-point contest. Has LeBron ever made
Congratulations,
a
he had 5
contest?
points.
He
Congratulations.
didn't wanna participate.
He had 5 points. Congrats.
Whatever. I mean, has LeBron ever won a 3-point contest? Has he participated in a 3-point contest? No.
I mean, yeah,
No, 'cause
it's
he
the
doesn't have
All-Star
to.
game. He's never.
MJ's 6-0 in the finals. I don't want to hear it. LeBron's 4 and whatever.
What do you want LeBron to do?
Against
Against the
Miss his finals
greatest team of
completely?
all time. He came back
He
and won.
carried the Cavs team.
Oh my God.
LeBron's playing with Luka. He's playing with AD. The teammates, come on. And he only wins 4 out of 10 finals. LeBron's played with so many great players. Jordan's played with great players, but not like LeBron, not near LeBron. Luka, AD, D-Wade, Chris Bosh. I don't want to hear it, man.
There's
Come
no
on.
way you bring up Luka to play
Ilgauskas.
for a month.
Come on. What are we doing here? Dwayne Wade twice. Tristan Thompson's pretty decent. Come on. Kevin Love, Kyrie. Come on.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, he beat literally the greatest team when it comes to winning games. He beat the greatest team down 3-1.
His trade,
With his fourth best player being Matthew Dellavedova. That
Let
was
me-
his fourth best player.
All right, hold
He gave
up.
everyone.
The
Kyrie
only
was playing.
losses
Kyrie
you
was
cannot
playing.
defend at all. The only losses you cannot defend is 2011.
Yeah,
That is
was
literally
right?
the only loss.
He
that-
averaged how many points in that series?
Oh my God.
That's
Jordan would
okay. I'm
never
not saying he had a
average
bad.
that low.
I'm not saying he didn't have a bad series.
Jordan
He had a
would
terrible.
never
He
average
had the
that
worst
low.
series of
Come
his whole
on.
career.
No, we got
Oh,
that by
the
the
cramp series
But
against the Spurs.
but in 2007, he was playing the Spurs. They had a great defense. You can't.
The cramp series against the Spurs. I don't want to hear it. Okay, come on.
In 2014,
Jordan would have would have just like Jordan would have averaged 40 with the cramp. Come on.
Yo, can I say something?
with the cramp series, bro, it wasn't because he was cramped. It was just because his team
It
sucked
was
around
too
him.
hot.
No,
Jordan would have
no, his
played
team was just
out on that
clearly
court
worse.
and would have
It was
averaged
that.
40.
2015, again, they were clearly worse. 2017, they were clearly worse. 18,
All right,
clearly
Lenny.
worse.
Yeah. Okay, so what? Jordan's best game was 66, right? 60.
He had 69 points, which is nice, but whatever.
Yeah. Didn't he
Has he
lose
read
that
60?
series?
Has he read
Didn't he
60?
lose that series? Didn't he lose that series
Wait, what do you mean?
against the Celtics?
Oh, that.
Yeah,
You can't
didn't he
really,
lose that
no,
series?
you can't argue that, though. You
But
can't argue
I'm just
that.
saying, like,
Larry
he has, like, all
Bird
these
and
stats or
Kevin
whatever, but
McHale
this
or
first time-
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum?
What?
Larry Bird and Kevin McHale against Jordan or Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown against LeBron?
That was because LeBron's team. The reason why I went to 7 was because LeBron's team sucked around him. You realize they'd win 10
No,
games.
I'm not
if they
talking
didn't have
about
LeBron.
that.
Thompson was the
I'm not
starting.
talking about that
he was the starting
series. That's
center.
when it went to 7 when Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum were young guys. Come
Yeah,
on.
because his team sucked around him.
Wasn't that also Gordon Hayward?
Gordon Hayward.
If Hayward and Kyrie were playing, the Celtics would have won that in 5.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale.
Kevin McHale.
That's better. That's better than Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Everyone says,
True.
"Oh, 2020s is better." 2020s is better, but I guarantee you they weren't favoring players back in the 90s, other than not favoring AI. Come on, Bill Laimbeer was almost killed Michael on the court. Did you ever see when Michael was going up for the layup and oh my God, 3 guys jumped over him? Come on.
Who told you that? Your uncle?
No, look it up. Look it up.
Yeah,
Look
I
it
don't
up.
really watch basketball in prehistoric times. Just saying.
I've watched a full game of Michael
Prehistoric?
Jordan. He's
Come on.
Nobody's denying that he's a great player, but in my opinion, I think
Absolutely.
LeBron is the GOAT, and you shouldn't. That like
Hell no.
this is why the
Hmm.
GOAT debate kind of
LeBron
sucks
6-0 in
because
the finals.
it hits a
He
wall
made
every
10.
single
He
time.
made 10. Jordan's consistent. 6-0. 6-0.
Okay, who did he play against? He played against what? He played against John Stockton.
Carl
Hold up,
Malone,
hold up.
Larry
Okay,
Bird, Kevin
and he-
McHale, Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer.
Okay, he didn't play against Isaiah Thomas in the finals. That's not possible.
But we'll see. Gary Payton, Sean Kemp,
Are we really
Sean
looking
Kemp,
at Sean Kemp?
Gary Payton
Oh my gosh, bro.
won multiple
This is why.
DPOYs
Let me
as a
talk. Let me
guard.
talk, Jack.
As a guard,
Mikey.
This is why the GOAT debate sucks because it hits a wall every single time because this is exactly what happens.
because of the eras.
That too. But Jordan supporters, they always talk about 6-0 in the finals. And
Has Jordan played with as great as teammates as LeBron has? No.
are you
Well, LeBron won.
Jordan literally had the greatest team
against the
ever with
best team
him.
of all time.
LeBron had
Well, LeBron, stop talking about the greatest team ever. LeBron had how many great teammates throughout his career? So did Jordan. But LeBron they just traded for Luka. Come on.
They
okay.
played for like 1
They
month.
traded AD,
They
who's
traded
a
AD.
better fit with LeBron than Luka is.
They had AD. He's played with AD. He's played with Kyrie. He's played with who? Luka. He's played with who else? Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh.
Wade was also a terrible fit with LeBron, but okay.
Come on.
You can also say Ray Allen.
Ray Allen, those guys. You get what I'm trying to say here.
Ray Allen
He's
was
played with
36
so many
years
great
old.
players.
Yeah, see, it's just like kind of pointless. Also, saying Luka when Luka they're gonna play for like 2 years max, and they're not gonna win any championships.
And this is also the thing, considering that LeBron has played with many stars, but Jordan had the same star with him for pretty much his whole prime.
It's Scottie Pippen. We're not
His
acting
whole
like Scottie
prime.
Pippen's a great player.
Am I saying that Pippen is better than Dwayne Wade? No, obviously
Is
not.
Pippen
It's not
better
even
than prime
close.
Luka Doncic, who hit step back threes daily?
Ooh.
Is Rodman better than who did he play with? LeBron.
Nobody's saying Dennis Rodman's.
Chris Bosh, who was
Nobody's
averaging
saying that Dennis Rodman is like this superstar, bro.
Dennis Rodman was no superstar. He was great, but he was no superstar.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're not really great players.
Thank you. And he still went 6-0 with
I'm
them.
talking about I mean, like LeBron's team. Look, I don't really know what I was saying there, but what was your point again? I couldn't really hear you. Sorry about that.
Dennis Rodman was a great player, but he was no superstar. Luka is a superstar. Anthony Davis is a superstar. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kyrie are all superstars.
Mm-hmm. And
Scottie Pippen, you can have a debate about that, but I'd say he was just a great player.
how do you define a superstar? I just want to know what your definition of a superstar is.
Just what Spencer Dinwiddie said. When a player with his team, if they win and he is productive and a great player, averaging more than 20, impactful guy, he's a superstar.
You're saying that Cam Thomas is currently a superstar?
No, because he's on the Nets. Are they winning any games?
Nobody's averaging above 20
You
points.
talking about Cam Thomas? Wait, what? Wait, Lenny.
I
What
want
was
to
he
know what
saying?
his definition of a superstar was, and he said someone who can win games averaging over 20 points.
No, not just that. Not just that. Who's impactful? Who's a great scorer overall? Just good. Just a great player. I mean,
Okay, so
Yeah.
what? It's so
There's
how many
like
superstars
six-
are in the NBA right now?
there's like 6, 7 superstars in the
There's
league.
not 6 or 7 superstars in the league.
Like 5, maybe.
LeBron,
No, there's more than that.
Luka, KD.
Yeah. It's Jokic, SGA, Luca,
Jokic,
Giannis,
SGA,
LeBron,
that's 5. Tatum.
Tatum,
That's 6.
Brunson, AD,
Brunson's
Wemby,
not a superstar.
Durant,
Brunson's not a
Curry,
superstar.
and
Wait, pause. Brunson's not a superstar.
yes, he
Giannis,
is.
that's 7. That's 7.
No, for me, a superstar is someone when they come into the game, they can just take it over automatically. Like they just automatically become the best player on the floor.
So
That's
are
what
you
a
saying Cam
superstar is.
Thomas is a superstar?
When he comes on the floor, yeah. But the thing is, Cam Thomas is not a superstar. First of all, he's
Cam
injured.
Thomas isn't even a top 70 player in the league.
70?
When it comes to scoring, he is.
Yeah.
He's not even a top 70 player in the league.
I know, but
These
He's on the
superstars in the NBA. Here's my list. Superstars in the NBA are LeBron, Luca, KD, Steph, Shea, Giannis, Jokic. When Embiid's fully
Embiid's not
healthy,
just worse.
when Embiid's fully
my
healthy and they're winning games, you could argue. D-Book. No, not D-Book. Donovan Mitchell. And yeah, eight guys.
okay.
You said Donovan Mitchell is a superstar, but Anthony Edwards isn't. Jalen Brunson isn't.
Jalen Brunson is no superstar. He has to be dominating for a while.
Yeah,
Jalen
these are some insane takes.
Jalen Brunson.
It's his opinion.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson in 2021. How many years ago was that?
Nobody cares about 2021. We're talking about
12 points per game.
2025.
2022, 16.
No one cares about these past
He's been
years. We're
good
talking
for
about this year.
3.5 seasons.
Yeah, and that's what makes you superstars.
He was literally a second option then.
You have to be great for at least 5 or 6 years, in my
What?
opinion. For at least 4 or 5 years.
So
Donovan-
LeBron in 2006-7 wasn't a superstar.
That's different, okay?
The chosen
How is it
one.
different? You said 4 or 5 years.
LeBron.
SG hasn't been at this level for 4 or 5 years. He's been at this superstar for 2 or 3 years.
No, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was averaging 30 points per game. This year he's averaging what? 33. Last year 30, 32, 24. I'd say he became a superstar when he started averaging 25. Or actually 30. Sorry, 30 when he really started winning.
So
Donovan Mitchell, 24, the best shooting guard in the league. 26 last year, 28 the year before, 25 with Jazz, 26, 24. They were winning with the Jazz, okay? They were winning.
Donovan Mitchell is a superstar, but you can't have him as a superstar, but Jalen Brunson isn't, for example.
Jalen Brunson is.
Okay.
Have the Knicks been that successful over the past few years? I mean, sure, they're a great team. What's their seed?
3rd.
3.
And what's happened now without Brunson? They're sucking.
Yeah, see?
But they got Cat. Look. They're playing the Wizards today. Let's see their past games. They lost to the Spurs.
Yeah, without Brunson. Why did they lose? Because Brunson was out.
Yeah, because Brunson's like the
And the
engine of
Hornets.
team.
The Hornets, who lost by 50.
Okay. Now I kind of see your point.
Oh my god.
But
Lost by 50 to the Blazers, yet they can't even.
I wouldn't
Yet they
call him
beat
a
the Knicks.
superstar, but I would call him
a good player.
a great player. I wouldn't say superstar.
God.
Superstar is KD. He's no Kevin Durant.
Okay. So
Wait, is AG not a superstar?
He's a great player.
But he's been at this level for 4 to 5 years.
He's a great player.
Why? He's been at this level that we're talking. He's better than Kevin Durant right now. He's been at this level for at least 4 to 5 years.
What's Kevin Durant averaging?
27.
Kevin Durant is averaging 27, okay? AD averaging 27? No.
Oh, he's injured.
KD with an averaging 30 just off of a torn Achilles.
AD's defense is elite. Kevin Durant's a good defender. AD's
you wanna
an
call
elite
AD
defender.
Jack.
If you want to call him a superstar, you can call him a superstar. I'd say he's a top tier player, but not superstar.
Jack, do you think Kyrie is a superstar when he's healthy?
Debatable.
But you just said
Oh,
Kyrie's averaging 25, but without when he was with the Nets, they weren't really winning. I mean, they didn't win a title.
Or they
Kyrie's won one title with who? LeBron James.
Yeah. And why does that matter that he won it with LeBron when you just said Jordan was the GOAT? LeBron's the
I'm
only
sorry,
reason
man.
he
This
has
is
a ring.
insane.
Well, Kyrie hasn't won without LeBron. Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing. If he were to play with Jordan, he couldn't win without Jordan.
How would that work? How would that scheme work?
I don't
Kyrie
know.
wants the ball and Jordan wants the ball.
I don't
How would
know.
that work?
Well,
Are you
how would
comparing
it-
Kyrie Irving to Michael Jordan?
No, I don't know. No, not GOAT conversations, but
Scheme. Like, how would they fit on the same team? I mean, not.
however, Luka fits with LeBron.
No, but Luka's
That's a
like a
great fit,
playmaker.
obviously. Kyrie and
both
MJ,
playmakers.
it's a great fit.
So maybe Kyrie would work things out with Jordan. Maybe that would be a decent fit after all.
I don't know how that would work because
I
Kyrie
don't-
wants the ball and
Kyrie, they can both play off the ball. It's a thing.
yeah.
That's why it's a fine fit.
Okay. I mean, but Kyrie, when fully healthy, I don't know. I'd say I don't know.
I don't think he's a superstar currently, but you know, it's your opinion. You can't be wrong if it's your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously respect it, but I just disagree.
Yeah.
I'll just agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's gonna cap off this episode. Lenny, thank you for hopping on. Jack, thank you. I think this is honestly probably our best episode yet, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we got Andrew on the podcast.
Yeah,
It was cool to see his opinions on NBA March Madness.
for
And
sure.
yeah. Same thing with Bunny, too. All right.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see y'all.
See you.
All right, peace out.